Dan Rather.
Good evening. The crime was shocking, the verdict dramatic. The trial of O.J. Simpson is over. He is not guilty. Correspondent Bill Whitaker begins our coverage of the day's events.
Mr. Simpson, would you please stand and face the jury?
Even today, as O.J. Simpson looked directly at them, the members of the jury refused to return his gaze, instead staring straight ahead, stealing furtive glances at the audience as the clerk of court read. The world, it seemed, held its breath.
In the matter of the people of the state of California versus Orenthal James Simpson, case number BA097211. We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant Orenthal James Simpson not guilty of the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187A, a felony upon Nicole Brown Simpson.
The words exploded upon the courtroom. After 167 days of bitter trial, Team Simpson dissolved in relief. Prosecutors froze in stunned disbelief, braced for the second verdict.
We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant Orenthal James Simpson not guilty of the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187A, a felony upon Ronald Lyle Goldman, a human being, as charged in count 2 of the information.
That broke the Goldman family. Their cries, their pain filled the courtroom. They had come here every day, hoping, praying for a different ending. Across the aisle, O.J. Simpson's family broke down too, theirs tears of joy. As the jurors filed out, one of them, an African-American man, raised a clenched fist toward Simpson, an apparent show of support. In the halls, other Simpson friends and relatives erupted in cheers. Afterwards, the victorious Simpson defense and family spoke out, oldest son Jason reading his father's prepared remarks.
I'm relieved that this part of the incredible nightmare that occurred on June 12, 1994 is over. I will pursue, as my primary goal in life, the killer or killers who slaughtered Nicole and Mr. Goldman. They are out there somewhere. I can only hope that someday people will come to understand and believe that I would not, could not, and did not kill anyone.
Simpson's lead attorney said they won with the evidence, not with the race card.
We said that if we could shatter the prosecution's timeline so that O.J. Simpson couldn't have committed this crime, that there would be a reasonable doubt. That's even before we ever got to the socks, the glove, and Furman or anything else.
Credibility was always an important issue in this case. And I think that's what the jury focused on. I think the jury, initially when Mark Furman denied ever using the N-word, knew, as the rest of the world knew, that he was not telling the truth.
Simpson's family said their prayers were answered today.
We were just all there for each other. But,
well, I was always in prayer. I knew that my son was innocent. And I had the support of so many people all over the world.
You know, for so many months you've been asking me, how do I feel? And I tell you, I just feel like standing on top of this table and dancing a jig. And I just want to thank you guys.
Stark contrast with the DA's office upstairs. There, a pervasive sense of grief.
We are, all of us, profoundly disappointed with the verdict. This was an emotional trial, and apparently their decision was based on emotion that overcame the reason.
Prosecutor Marcia Clark tried to console her team.
Please don't let this make you lose faith in our system. Please don't let this deter you from doing a job you're so well qualified to do.
And Christopher Darden, always the most emotional, was again so today.
But I'm not bitter, and I'm not angry. But I'd also like to thank the lawyers on our prosecution team. I am honored to have.
The prosecutor collapsed into the arms of his colleagues and the Goldman family, whom he'd fought for. Then the father of murder victim Ron Goldman spoke again from the heart.
Last June 13th, 94, was the worst nightmare of my life. This is the second. I will forever be proud of my son. and my family. Thank you.
O.J. Simpson was in jail and the nation in thrall for 473 days. Today, his imprisonment and trial are over, but the questions raised about race, the police, the judicial system are not. Bill Whitaker, CBS News, Los Angeles.